Is the entire point of this proposal, of this project, was to treat the water here at Saturn Boulevard, here at this pollution public health hotspot, and they never deployed the system here.
Basigas says when the system was deployed, it was swept away by the river during a storm, calling it a waste of money. According to IBWC, it was able to conduct a small-scale project before the storm destroyed the equipment, saying preliminary results show promise in reducing odors and bacteria.
If they release the data to the public, we will certainly look at it. I think the intention was good to try and reduce the sewer gases that are causing all these health impacts, but the execution was pretty poor, and they allowed it to be destroyed under really ridiculous circumstances.
Salvador Rivera, Border Report.
All right, thank you so much for your reporting on that, Salvador. That is going to do it for us today. For Salvador Rivera in San Diego, Julian Resendiz in El Paso, Texas, and Sandra Sanchez here in Harlingen, Texas, in South Texas. My name is Rudy Midas. We'll see you all next time.
Treatment Center in Longview, we provide compassionate, evidence-based care for substance use and co-occurring mental health disorders. We offer residential treatment to help individuals build a foundation for lasting recovery. Need help? Call Hickory's 24/7 admissions team today.
It's the ultimate hockey experience. The Allen Americans are back. Join us at the Credit Union of Texas Event Center for heart-pounding action, unforgettable moments, and a community that bleeds red, white, and blue. Bring your family and friends and enjoy amazing food, fun activities, and the thrill of live hockey. Feel the rush as the Allen Americans battle it out on the ice. Get tickets today at AllenAmericans.com and join the adventure. Allen Americans Hockey, where every game is a win.
Best Reviews is an unbiased team that researches products in real-world situations to give reliable recommendations on just about everything.
Call that a plasma sword?
For the best reviews, go to bestreviews.com. Seriously, before you buy anything, ever.
The bravest person I know is my daughter, Cynthia.
My friend Sean, and he was in the Air Force.
One of the bravest things he ever did wasn't when he first enlisted. It was when he found his first support group.
It was when he asked to move in with me and my mom.
I felt like I was lost, and you gave me a place to stay.
She went on foreign soil. She went to war. But the bravest thing she did is when she asked for help.
Investigation involving Shepherd's OS.
From your local news authority, local, in-depth, community. You're watching KFDX 3 News at 10.
Hello, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Aaron Gonders. Carney has the night off. 2 people are in custody tonight in Tillman County as OSBI investigates a homicide from over the weekend. OSBI officials say on Sunday, Frederick Police and Tillman County Sheriff's Office requested OSBI to investigate a homicide. At around 10:25 that night, officers responded to Frederick Lake regarding an individual discovered deceased. On scene, officers found a 16-year-old male deceased with an apparent gunshot wound. The investigation revealed 2 suspects, 18-year-old Ana Mejia and a 15-year-old male, were both with the 16-year-old when he was shot. Yesterday, Mejia and the 15-year-old suspect were located and arrested on first-degree murder complaints. Mejia was booked into the Tillman County Jail, and the 15-year-old suspect was transported to a juvenile facility. An airman formerly stationed at Shepherd Air Force Base will be sentenced in federal court after pleading guilty to charges related to child trafficking of an abducted Colorado teen. Federal court documents show that Travis Larson of Flower Mound pleaded guilty in October to charges in the U.S. District Court of Northern Texas to enticement of a minor and sexual abuse of a minor. The charge stemming from a multi-agency investigation that began with a missing persons report out of Colorado Springs. Police learned through a search of the teen's phone that she'd been communicating with Larson and that they'd made plans for him to drive from Texas to Colorado to pick her up and to take her back to Texas. Police later learned that Larson was an active member of the Air Force stationed at Shepherd Air Force Base, where Larson and the teenage girl were located on the evening of May 5th of 2025. Over the course of an investigation involving Shepherd's OSI, Texas Rangers, and the FBI, they learned that Larson had been communicating with the teen via Snapchat since she was between 10 and 11 years old. The victim disclosed during a forensic interview that on May 4th, Larson had driven to Colorado and picked her up while promising her alcohol before taking her to a park where he sexually abused her. Then, instead of driving her back to her home, he instead drove the girl to Texas against her will, where he assaulted her several more times while in his dorm on base. Sentencing is set to take place on February 20th of next year, and Larson faces a punishment of up to life in federal prison. The city of Quanah fails to change the name of the Three Rivers Ballroom after a contentious city council meeting. The renaming effort comes after a councilor challenges the use of funds given to the Chamber of Commerce. And Dylan Jimenez is in Quanah with the latest from this evening's meeting.
Aaron, questions still remain after tonight's Quanah City Council meeting. Councilors deadlock 3-3 on renaming the ballroom. Mayor Glenn Toll, the deciding vote, voted against the renaming. During public comment, concerned people brought up reasons of needing the Chamber of Commerce, while two spoke about the city's bookkeeping and wanted an official audit. Council began the discussion surrounding the ballroom name change and why defunding the chamber is part of the item. The council voted to split the two items. Councilor Shane Lance brought up defunding was mentioned by Councilor John Jackson in their November meeting. Jackson denied saying defunding the chamber. The recording has Jackson on record saying all of it when asked how much to take away from the chamber. Councilor Lisa Barnett read minutes from November's meeting saying that's not in the minutes. Mayor Glenn Toll realizes not everything made it into the minutes. Once the renaming failed, council considered the defunding part dead. Councilors believe there is a lack of communication when it comes to taking money away from the chamber.
You said all of it when I asked you how much you wanted to take from it.
That's by far from defunding.
Defunding has been stretched beyond belief and has caused a lot of misunderstanding. It's not defunding.
What we're looking to do is to ensure that all of those pot monies that come in, that they are being spent and utilized appropriately.
Councilors are expected to revisit this in January. At the end of the discussion, Councilman John Jackson requested an official audit of the city books. The city administrator said during the meeting, any type of contract with the chamber still cannot be found. In Quanah, I'm Dylan Jimenez, KFDX 3 News.
All right, thanks so much for going out to Quanah, Dylan. All right, let's check in with John Cameron now for a look at the weather. And John, another mild day today, but going into the nighttime, how's it going to look?
Well, we have a cold front that's going to come through just before sunrise. And despite it being a cold front, our winds are going to become gusty. It's not going to have a major impact on our temperatures. In fact, by temperature alone, it might be actually warmer tomorrow morning than this morning was. Right now we've got 50 degrees, so temperatures are quite mild. We see a thin veil of cloud covers, so very thin that we can see the stars beyond them. Notice the wind really picking up about the time that front comes through. It'll be gusty north winds. So when the sun rises on our Wednesday, those winds are going to be moving out of the north. Wind chills will be in the 30s. But again, despite the cold front, we're still going to make it to the 60s tomorrow afternoon. Those north winds will be gusting at 10 to 20 miles per hour. We're mild for the rest of the week, but then a more authentic December cold front moves in for the weekend, and I'll show you its impact on the 7-day forecast coming up just minutes from now, Aaron.
All right, sounds good, John. Thanks so much. We'll see you in a little bit. The Legacy and Memorial High School bands are celebrating as they get ready to cross the pond to perform at London's New Year's Day Parade. Earlier this evening, both bands combined to parade from the Forum all the way to MSU, showing their appreciation for their community that helped ensure they could make this incredible trip. Now, since they made it, of course, we also want to wish them a safe trip and say congratulations to all of them. Now, one Wichita Falls native is fighting to get fully back on his feet so that he can support a cat he recently reunited with. We'll share how he and his furry friend became our next Christmas Came Early recipient. That's coming up after John's full forecast after the break.
At
Hickory Recovery Network, we are dedicated to being a national leader in the treatment of substance use and co-occurring mental health disorders. Our mission is to provide compassionate, structured, and evidence-based care through our expanding network. Now in Texas, Hickory Treatment Center at Longview offers a comprehensive residential treatment program designed to help individuals build a foundation for lasting recovery. If you or a loved one needs help, call Hickory's 24/7 admissions team or visit hickorytreatmentcenters.com today.
It's the ultimate hockey experience. The Allen Americans are back. Join us at the Credit Union of Texas Event Center for heart-pounding action, unforgettable moments, and a community that bleeds red, white, and blue. Bring your family and friends and enjoy amazing food, fun activities, and the thrill of live hockey. Feel the rush as the Allen Americans battle it out on the ice. Get tickets today at AllenAmericans.com and join the adventure. Allen Americans Hockey, where every game is a win.
Be right there. Wait. Use the shovel and bucket of water, remember? Drown, stir, drown, feel. Then make sure it's cool.
Where'd you learn that?
SmokeyBear.com. Brushed up on some tips before we left. Don't want to start a wildfire, right?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Even the mighty might not see it coming.
We don't have time for setbacks. Let's be real.
Getting the flu shot
Helps you fight the flu. Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you, too.
There I was, 16, divorced, remarried with a baby, another on the way, and I could barely read or write. Getting my high school diploma was a catalyst I needed. Now I have a bachelor's, a master's, and I became a teacher. When I look at all these success stories, I could not help but think it all started by getting my high school diploma.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
News Nation invites you to the fastest growing tourist destination in the world, Qatar. Join us on the adventure of a lifetime. Destination Qatar, Sunday at 8, 7 Central on News Nation.
I'm Jim Johnson, Wichita County Judge, and on behalf of the entire Wichita County family, I'd like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And may the Lord bless you and your family for this entire holiday season.
Holiday greetings on KFDX are brought to you by Vitro Architectural Glass. Now, from KFDX 3, Texoma's Weather Authority with John Cameron.
Well, John, you were mentioning cold fronts. Coming up in the forecast. The temperatures don't really look it like we're going to get a whole bunch of cold fronts this week. So.
Yeah, it's hard to tell looking at this particular graphic here that over the next 5 days, 3 cold fronts will find Texoma. But this is just proof that not all cold fronts are created equal. So we have one that will come through early this morning before sunrise. Another one that's going to come in on the day Friday and stir up our winds a little bit. But the one that actually has significantly colder air behind it will come through Saturday night. The result is a cold Sunday. Models are still kind of all over the place as to how cold it will get on Sunday, anywhere from the upper 30s to the low and mid 40s. Just know that of our next 7 days, Sunday will clearly be our coldest, and then temperatures recover pretty nicely to at least seasonable averages. All right, so we topped out at 73 degrees for today. That's our warmest day of December so far. That was after a morning low that was technically below average for this time of the year. I want to take a moment to point out and congratulate our record high for this date. It's now 96 years it's been on the books. You have to go back to 1929. That was when we made to 79 degrees on December 9th as our record high or record low. A little more recent, 20 years ago, made to 10 degrees. Now, the time lapse here in Bowie, a thin veil of clouds, thin enough to where we actually see the stars beyond it. That's pretty cool. And that is Jupiter right there, about 400 million miles away from Texas, last I checked. 50 degrees now at Shepherd Air Force Base, a south breeze. Winds will be generally out of the south for the next 5 or 6 hours, and they will become strong out of the north, say beyond 4 o'clock in the morning, signaling the arrival of a cold front that's not going to do a lot really to our temperatures, just stir up our winds a little bit. Yes, we see some clouds now, but those clouds are thin, and those clouds really don't play a role in our forecast for tomorrow. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the far end of the 7-day forecast. Starting Friday, the GFS model, we've got sunny skies for Friday and for Saturday. Clouds increase across the region Sunday night into Monday. Disturbance comes in from the west. The GFS model suggests some rain for North Texas. The European model is a little more conservative with rain, but since we are dealing with drought conditions here in Texoma, I'm not going to commit to a chance of rain on day 7 of the 7-day forecast, but we'll let this forecast cook a little bit and see if eventually we could add to some rain chances. Now, here's our here's our morning lows tomorrow morning, anywhere from 40 in Lawton to 45 for places like Seymour and for Archer City. And then, despite that cold front, we'll see highs in the low 60s tomorrow afternoon. It's going to be a breezy day, especially morning. North winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Our weather kind of in cruise control to finish out the work week, and then there's that cold front that comes through late in the day Saturday. The result is a chilly Sunday with highs only in the 40s.
At Hickory Recovery Network, we are dedicated to being a national leader in the treatment of substance use and co-occurring mental health disorders. Our mission is to provide compassionate, structured, and evidence-based care through our expanding network. Now in Texas, Hickory Treatment Center at Longview offers a comprehensive residential treatment program designed to help individuals build a foundation for lasting recovery. If you or a loved one needs help, call Hickory's 24/7 admissions team or visit hickorytreatmentcenters.com today.
It's the ultimate hockey experience. The Allen Americans are back. Join us at the Credit Union of Texas Event Center for heart-pounding action, unforgettable moments, and a community that bleeds red, white, and blue. Bring your family and friends and enjoy amazing food, fun activities, and the thrill of live hockey. Feel the rush as the Allen Americans battle it out on the ice. Get tickets today at AllenAmericans.com and join the adventure. Allen Americans Hockey, where every game is a win.
Achieving my goals as an adult was challenging without a high school diploma. With the help of an adult education center, I finished my high school diploma and it changed my life.
This yearbook is a testament to your accomplishments and how they have impacted all of us.
Getting my high school diploma made me feel like I can do anything. Now, I can help the kids in my community achieve their dreams.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
Just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us. That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu.
We don't have time for delays.
We don't have time for spills.
Next.
We don't have time for setbacks.
Let's be real.
Getting the flu shot
helps you fight the flu. Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
Life's daily battles are not meant to be fought alone.
Cloud, you okay?
Because checking in on a friend can create a safe space. Reach out to a friend about their mental health. Seize the awkward. It's totally worth it.
Some consultation.
A proud Wichita Falls native is on a journey of getting back on his feet in the face of tough times so he can stay reunited with the thing he holds closest to him. Jalen Wells shares how he became our next Christmas Came Early recipient.
When 71-year-old Michael Alexander became homeless last year, Brenda Corai was doing TRN for Miss Fanny's friends when she found and tracked his cat and discovered Michael's homeless situation.
So we took care of the cat for him until he got his apartment, and it's just been a really long road, and he's just struggled with Section 8, he's filling out forms every month. It was, checking to see, where he was at on the list.
Michael worked hard to get back on his feet. He was able to get an apartment 2 months ago, and through this, never stopped fighting or doing what needed to be done because he really wanted and felt it was his responsibility to get Tinkerbell in his life.
Back then, I started out learning. It was people like that learn responsibilities and things for. I'm looking for things to get better. I'm going to get up and go back to work.
Every week he was like, how's Tinkerbell? And his motivation, part of his motivation, he kept saying, I need to find a place. I need to get a home for me and Tinkerbell, Tinkerbell is his only family. He has no other family. It's just him. And so, she's part of his life.
Being separated from Tinkerbell was also like a crisis to me. It been some months. The cat hadn't saw me. I told her I was wondering about this one day. If Tinkerbell don't see me, she don't even know I'm there. And I felt really that I became the problem myself. And I still wanted to, I wanted to get my cat back.
And Michael says although he doesn't have much, he's taking smart approaches to moving forward because he's appreciative for a second chance.
The next thing, when I do get back to myself and being who I am, I know that I'm satisfied. And being satisfied and happy, that's it. Right? Even right now, it's it. Wow, I get a chance to start back over. And that's what I'm trying to see. I really want to do it.
And that's why we decided to surprise Michael as our next Christmas Came Early recipient.
How you doing?
Michael?
Yes, sir.
How are you?
I'm fine.
I'm Steve with Hamilton Bryan. We want to give you $500, and we hope that this comes in handy this time of year for you.
It will.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Doc.
Well, it's hard to break the cycle, and I'm proud of you for breaking the cycle.
Yes, sir. I'll do one thing about this, sir. I'm going to continue to do good. And I'm going to let you know I won't forget you. All right? Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Congratulations, and just keep on going and take care of it yourself and take care of Tinkerbell.
At Hickory Recovery Network, we are dedicated to being a national leader in the treatment of substance use and co-occurring mental health disorders. Our mission is to provide compassionate, structured, and evidence-based care through our expanding network. Now in Texas, Hickory Treatment Center at Longview offers a comprehensive residential treatment program designed to help individuals build a foundation for lasting recovery. If you or a loved one needs help, call Hickory's 24/7 admissions team or visit hickorytreatmentcenters.com today.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping. Got a few minutes? You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Best Reviews is an unbiased team that researches products in real-world situations to give reliable recommendations on just about everything. For the best reviews, go to bestreviews.com. Seriously, before you buy anything, ever.
everyone wants to look their best, but when you're in an online video call, it can be harder than it looks. It can take thousands of dollars to make video calls look good, but as Jamie Tucker demonstrates, just a few gadgets can make the difference between looking like you just woke up or sitting in a Hollywood studio.
Tell me you've seen something like this in a Zoom meeting. You're looking up their nose, the background is messy, or they have some of these terrible virtual backgrounds. Well, the holidays are a great time to pick up some gadgets to make your video calls go from yikes to you look great. A laptop webcam may be fine, but if you want to look ready for prime time, try a dedicated camera. Sony and Canon models plug into a computer, soften the background, and smooth complexions. Audio matters too. Podcasters swear by these Shure microphones, but they're pricey. These clip-on Rode mics sound great on computers, phones, and cameras. They're under $50. If you're on a laptop, a simple laptop stand will put the camera at eye level. No one wants to see your nostril cam. They're inexpensive, and they fit in a laptop bag. Bad lighting makes anyone look bad. The Lume Edge light works as a desk lamp and can be adjusted to shine soft light on your face. And for heavy zoomers, a small LED panel light from Neewer and other brands run around $50 and runs on batteries. And if you use these virtual backgrounds, please stop. We all see these weird effects around your head. But if you have to use them, a portable green screen like this one from Elgato pops up when you need it and disappears when you don't. So here's the difference. Before and after. Adding the camera, the light, the green screen, and a microphone may be overkill for a lot of people, but adding just one or two can make your Zoom calls look a lot more professional, and you'll find nearly all of them on sale through the holidays. That's What the Tech. I'm Jamie Tucker.
I know a lot of those gadgets would have looked really helpful during the COVID times that everyone's doing those Zoom calls. All right, don't go anywhere. Tobin is in next with sports.
At Hickory Treatment Center in Longview, we provide compassionate, evidence-based care for substance use and co-occurring mental health disorders. We offer residential treatment to help individuals build a foundation for lasting recovery. Need help? Call Hickory's 24/7 admissions team today.
It's the ultimate hockey experience. The Allen Americans are back. Join us at the Credit Union of Texas Event Center for heart-pounding action, unforgettable moments, and a community that bleeds red, white, and blue. Bring your family and friends and enjoy amazing food, fun activities, and the thrill of live hockey. Feel the rush as the Allen Americans battle it out on the ice. Get tickets today at AllenAmericans.com and join the adventure. Allen Americans Hockey, where every game is a win.
The bravest person I know is my daughter, Cynthia.
My friend Sean, and he was in the Air Force.
One of the bravest things he ever did wasn't when he first enlisted. It was when he found his first support group.
It was when he asked to move in with me and my mom.
I felt like I was lost, and you gave me a place to stay.
She went on foreign soil. She went to war. But the bravest thing she did is when she asked for help.
Best Reviews is an unbiased team that researches products in real-world situations to give reliable recommendations on just about everything.
Call that a plasma sword?
For the best reviews, go to bestreviews.com. Seriously, before you buy anything, ever.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us. That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu.
We don't have time for delays.
We don't have time for spills.
Next. We don't have time for setbacks. Let's be real.
Getting the flu shot
helps you fight the flu.
Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
There I was, 16, divorced, remarried with a baby, another on the way, and I could barely read or write. Getting my high school diploma was a catalyst I needed. Now I have a bachelor's and master's, and I became a teacher. When I look at all these success stories, I cannot help but think it all started by getting my high school diploma.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
Now, sports with Tobin McDuff from the OSTC Sports Desk, your complete orthopedic team.
In
there, Texoma. We start the night in Nocona, where the Indians have come out hot to open the season, winning 5 of their first 7. Tonight, they're looking to make it 3 straight victories, hosting the Newcastle Bobcats in a non-district matchup. Let's pick up the play in the first quarter of this one. From the right wing, Carson Kleinhans for 3. Bang! He is on milestone watch tonight. Needs 28 points to eclipse 1,000 in his career. His teammates were feeding him for the corner 3 in transition. Buckets. A 10-2 run for the Indians to start the ball game. Newcastle stops the bleeding here, getting in the lane. Cooper Clayton lays it up and in for the boys in green, but the 3-point barrage did not stop. Some great ball movement from Nocona. Carson Kleinhans, big night continues, hits another triple. He dropped 30 points tonight, joining the 1,000-point club, and Nocona gets the win over Newcastle, 83-23. The Indians, by the way, are our team of the week. That feature story comes to you on Thursday night at 6 o'clock. Okay, let's talk some more scores from across Texoma. The 25th-ranked Iowa Park Hawks fall at home to Winthor, 66-55. Brock Belcher with 23 points for the Trojans. 16th-ranked Slidell beating Petrolia, 81-52. Cordarian Duncan had 14 points as Electra beat Northside, 48-36. Seymour tops Quanah, 53-21. Caden Shaw with 12 points to lead Henrietta past Graham, 63-39. And Frank Schmidt hit a game-winning 3-pointer with 1.5 seconds to go, lifting Memorial over Childress, 46-43. Okay, how about some basketball from Knox City and Woodson in the first quarter? Chris Overton with the pass to Carter Bandy hits the short jumper. We're tied early in this one. Isaiah Trevino driving low, kicks it out to Saul Martinez. The open bucket gives the Greyhounds a 2-point lead. Some quick passing ends up with a 3-pointer now for Gunnar Oliver. Splashes that one through. Nice bucket. Woodson retakes the lead. Cowboys Chase Rowland leaps for the turnover and then lays it in. Rowland with 10 points for the Hounds tonight. Knox City goes on to get the win, 52-24. Xander Abila leading Knox City with 24 points. 6th-ranked Monday getting 24 from Kaysen Lee in a 64-33 victory over Hamlin. Girls action back to Knox City now. The Houndettes hosting the Cowgirls. Let's jump into the fourth quarter. Houndettes haven't given up the lead since taking that lead in the second. Aubrey Lerma moves into the paint, lays it in to go up 33-30, but the Cowgirls tied on the next possession, 33-all. The rebound gets tipped around. Cunningham heaves to Braylee Clark, who lays it in to give the Cowgirls the lead, 35-33. Braylee Clark again here, this time knocks the ball out for the turnover. The breakaway layup and one. Woodson getting the victory over Knox City in a great game, 39-33 is your final. We head over to Cityview now. Lady Mustangs hosting the Burke Burnett Lady Bulldogs. In the first quarter, Queenie Thomas bringing it across midcourt, finds another gear, goes straight to the hole to put Cityview up by 6. Now watch Thomas with a little head nod. Nia Jefferson sees it, streaks to the bucket, and she gets rewarded as the lead moves to 8. But Burke Burnett comes back. Nay Beeman pulling up, capping an 8-0 run to tie the game up at 13 points apiece. We move to the second quarter now. Jefferson gathering the loose ball and connecting. That caps an 8-0 run for the Lady Mustangs. Jefferson leading Cityview with 13 points tonight. Now Beeman from 15 feet, a 7-0 run to close the first half. A 1-point game at the break. Beeman leading all scorers in this one with 21 points. Burke Burnett topping Cityview tonight, 49-38. Childress beating Vernon 73-38, and Mariah Jackson, her only bucket of the game, comes with 6 seconds to go, and that lifts Memorial to a victory over Bowie, 39-37. More girls basketball, this time coming from Nocona. The 13th-ranked Lady Indians in action against Newcastle. Cy Parker goes downhill. Euro step in the lane for 2 of her 12 points. The home team up by 14. Paige Davis working the offensive glass, grabs the rebound, and goes up strong for the bucket. 24-6 ball game here. Seconds to go before the half. Davis dials long distance. She had 16 points to lead all scorers. Jasmine Oliveros had 10. And Nocona defeating Newcastle 64-22. Electra Topping North Side tonight, 34-22. Presley Malone with 13 points. 24th ranked Seymour, a winner over Holiday, 38-28 as the Lady Panthers improved to 12-4 on the season. And Petrolia, a winner tonight over St. Joe, 39-16. Jacob Rodriguez just keeps on stacking postseason hardware. Last night, the Red Raiders linebacker was named the 2025 Bronco Nagurski Award winner, recognizing the best defensive player in all of college football as voted on by the Football Writers of America. And tonight, he and teammate David Bailey earned the Pony Express Award presented to the most outstanding teammate duo. It's named after former SMU running back Eric Dickerson and Craig James. The award is voted on by current college players. It went to Shadur Sanders and Travis Hunter last season, and now Rodriguez may not be done yet. The Lombardi Award, given to the nation's top lineman or linebacker, will be announced tomorrow night in Houston. That will do it for tonight's Look at Sports. We'll see you back here after the break.
At Hickory Treatment Center in Longview, we provide compassionate, evidence-based care for substance use and co-occurring mental health disorders. We offer residential treatment to help individuals build a foundation for lasting recovery. Need help? Call Hickory's 24/7 admissions team today.
It's the ultimate hockey experience. The Allen Americans are back. Join us at the Credit Union of Texas Event Center for heart-pounding action, unforgettable moments, and a community that bleeds red, white, and blue. Bring your family and friends and enjoy amazing food, fun activities, and the thrill of live hockey. Feel the rush as the Allen Americans battle it out on the ice. Get tickets today at AllenAmericans.com and join the adventure. Allen Americans Hockey, where every game is a win.
My opponent is completely disregarding almost half of my arguments which I respond to.
Communities must step up.
Laws alone cannot stop bullying.
Well, I completely disagree.
Point of inquiry, do you guys even realize that the #1 killer of children and teens are gun injuries?
You're probably starting to realize now, this is not a debate.
There is no adult in this earth that wants children to die.
I worry for my kids.
News Nation invites you to the fastest growing tourist destination in the world, Qatar. Join us on the adventure of a lifetime. Destination Qatar, Sunday at 8/7 Central on News Nation.
Achieving my goals as an adult was challenging without a high school diploma. With the help of an adult education center, I finished my high school diploma and it changed my life.
This yearbook is a testament to your accomplishments and how they have impacted all of us.
Getting my high school diploma made me feel like I can do anything. Now, I can help the kids in my community achieve their dreams.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
Community.
During a forensic interview that on May 4th, Larson had driven to Colorado and picked her up while promising her alcohol before taking her to a park where he sexually abused her. Then